Dear students, it's video number 2 of chapter number 2, Standard 10th, Subject Social Science. Chapter 2, Cultural Heritage of India, Traditional Handicraft and Fine Arts. If you remember that in first video, we talk about traditional handicraft. In that, I think so, we have discussed 4 art. For example, art of clay work, metal work, wooden art and inlay work. Now furthermore, to explore this art, today also we take 4 more arts. So let's explore them in detail. So first number we will take, it's a kick work. It's a kick work. And if you remember that I already informed you, here in this video or each and every video will mention here only main topics of the particular art. Remaining further details will be getting in worksheet also. So let's explore a kick work. First of all, a kick is a one kind of precious stone. For example, you can just see that a kick is a one kind of precious stone. You can see here that I will show you. It's a one piece of a kick stone that is melted into a ring. Okay, for example, now a kick is a kind of precious stones. Specially, it is found in the river valley. So I mention here a kick is a kind of precious stone found in valley areas of the river. Now further more detail will discuss. I will not mention, only main topics I will mention here. For example, it is chiefly a chalcedonic mix with the silica, blue or white stone. Generally the kick stone is found in a blue and white color. Now carnelian is the main stone with semi-transparent quality and beautiful red in color. So carnelian is a one kind of precious stone that found in the semi-transparent quality, and majorly this stone is found in a red in color. In Gujarat, various or these precious stones are available in a big and small size at Ahmedabad. I mention here Ahmedabad or Ahmedabad, you can say, Ranpur and Surat. Afterward, what happened? These precious stones, all these stones are sent to Khambhat. Where it is sent? Khambhat. To mold into various beautiful ornaments with various designs. I show you this example of this ring. Understood? So these precious stones are found in Ahmedabad, Ranpur and Surat. And finally, these all precious stones are sent to Khambhat to make a beautiful ornaments. Now, second art will take painting. Now, of all this art, painting is the foremost one. Why we can say foremost one? Because painting is an art which can be expressed through the lines and colors. I write here, painting is an art which can be expressed through lines and colors. Now we'll discuss about this painting. Now you just think that why it is said, because through the painting we get the feeling and emotions towards that particular painting. So that is why it is said that painting is an art expressed through the lines and colors. Now the aim, for example, I write here the aim of this art, the aim of this art is to express emotions. I write the main, I'm underline the main points, by imitating the animate and inanimate objects of nature through lines and colors. Through lines and colors. Now dear students, please remember this. This is the two words I mentioned, underline, animate and inanimate. So what is this? So here the aim of this art is to express the emotions. It means through this art we can express our emotions by animate and inanimate. Animate means living and inanimate means non-living objects of the nature through the lines and colors. Further we talk about painting. So we have evidence of Indian art of painting from the remnants of 5000 years of old Harappan culture. So another, I'll write here the main points of that. We have the evidence. We have evidence of Indian art of painting from the remains of 5000 years old Harappan culture. Further we can say that the ancient people, or you can say the earlier, the peoples are making a drawings whatever they observe during the day and they draw in their caves. That is why we get the examples of that in Ajanta and Ellora caves. Also we can find that paintings of animals and birds, whatever they obtain during the daytime, they can drawn in that caves also. So this is the second art that we have discussed. Still one more point of that, Rangoli making is also very old tradition in some of the regions of India. So free students, we have discussed here two arts, Akik work and painting. Now further we talk about two more arts, art of embroidery. So I turn the page so you can understand carefully. I write here third number, art of embroidery. Art of embroidery. So first of all, dear students, we'll understand the meaning of embroidery. What is an embroidery? You might have seen that the clothes which are knitted with the different colors thread on it. It is a simple embroidery. Generally, the art of weaving on the clothes of men, women, and children, and it's very famous from the ancient time. That is why it is called art of embroidery. So, shall we write this some important points of each? From which area we get that? I think Sindh, Saurashtra, and Kutch region are very famous from the time of Indus Valley civilizations. Even apart from this, Kashmiri Kasab work, Kashmiri, you can say Kasab work or Kasab work of Kashmir is also well known art of embroidery. Apart from this, we'll discuss orally also about this. Apart from this embroidery, Bandhani of Jamnagar, Jodhpur, Bhuj, and Mandvi of Gujarat are very popular. Now, the cottage industry was taken over by the women of Kutch and Saurashtra region. The traditional art of embroidery, it is an important point. The traditional art of embroidery, like torans, pillow cover, bed sheets, todalia, kedia. These are the well-known even today also. And the last and most important topic of it, art of embroidery, Jat community of Bani area of Kutch is unique in itself. Now, fourth art will take, and it is about, you can say, hand weaving. Here we'll discuss more orally hand weaving. So first of all, we talk about hand weaving. During the golden period of Solanki era, Gujarat had progressed in this field. During the reign of Siddharth Jaisingh, many artisans came and settled in Patan area. If you remember Patan, the word Patan. So the patolas of Patan became world famous due to their skill. This art of Patan, I write here, the art of Patan is 850 years old. So then you get a little more information about art of Patan. It is called bevered ict. Bevered in the sense two side. It means generally what happen, the clothes we can wear only one side, but here the clothes which are made or designed by these artisans of Patan, it can be worn either sides. So that is why it is a well known throughout the world. And one good saying is also for that, for art of Patan, it is called Padi Patode Bhad Fate Pad Fite Nahi. The design laid down in patola shall never be fade, even the cloth may be torn. So I write here Padi Patode ભાત ફાટે પણ ફીટે નહીં. The design laid down in Patola shall never fade even if the cloth may be torn. It means the cloth never fade up. Okay, if the cloth is torn, but then also it is not a fade up. So it is a you can say famous or you can say main characteristics of this art of Patan. So today we discussed 4 art students: a kick work, painting, and we have discussed art of embroidery and hand weaving. So it's 4 important art today we have discussed. Thank you. I hope that you get this all art.